Hi everyone, it's Nikki. I wanted to share my magical mail with you today. I was going to share this on IGTV, but I was taking way too long, so we're doing this on YouTube today. And what I want to share with you is the Brady Tarot. This just arrived today. I just ordered it a few days ago. It's their first edition. I believe they've already done a Kickstarter for the second edition, and that they have a handful of these left from what I understand. I think the first edition comes with this amazing bamboo box, and from what I remember, the second edition doesn't. So if you like this fucking radical bamboo box that it arrived in, you should go to her website and get the first edition. Okay, that aside, I'm psyched about the box, obviously. I think it's so cool. It has these laser engravings of the different elemental symbols on the sides, the Brady Tarot on the top, and it slides open like that. I think there's a little magnet so that it kind of stays in place. And then this is what it looks like on the inside. There's a guidebook on top. It's a pretty good size. It's got a nice kind of matte, chalky finish. And all of the descriptions for all the cards on the inside. And then the deck sits in here, kind of nested in this little cute little thing. So I'm gonna walk you through the deck, and I'm gonna flip the camera around so you're not distracted by my face. But yeah, just to tell you about what the cards feel like and look like right off the bat. The cardstock is a great quality, and it's got that kind of rubberized finish, that sort of matte chalky finish, which I really love. Pretty delicious. And then it is got kind of like a gold gilding on the edges. The edges are gold, but it's not a super metallic gold like some of the decks you see. It's more of like a matte gold with a little bit of a sparkle, which I think is really nice. So I am going to flip the camera around, and I'm simply going to walk you through all of these beautiful, gorgeous cards just because I started going through them and I just love them so much. So I want to share with all of you, just in case you've never heard about this deck before. I don't really see a lot of people using this deck for some reason. Not to say they don't, but at least, you know, as far as I've noticed. So hopefully this inspires some of you, and then I'm hoping to do just like a little mini read for all of you at the end of the walkthrough. Cool? So I'm gonna flip this around. Okay, so I'm just gonna walk you all through the cards and just let you have a look at them. And I don't remember if I said this already, but I believe that all of her artwork is based on North American plants and animals, which is pretty cool, and that she donates a portion of the proceeds from all of the decks to environmental nonprofits. So that's pretty awesome. Okay, so we start with the Fool. We're doing the major arcana first. Magician, High Priestess, Empress. These are just, I love this style. So beautiful. The Emperor. Okay. The Hierophant. Ooh. The Lovers. The Chariot. Interesting. Strength. Beautiful. The Hermit. Wow. The Wheel of Fortune. Spider. Justice. The Hanged One. Death. Gosh, I love the way these cards feel. Temperance. Very cool. The Devil. The Tower. Yep. Followed by the Star. The Moon. Love that card. Ooh. The Sun. Judgment. Wow. The World. Awesome. Okay, so then we move into the minor arcana, and we start with arrows, I think, which are swords typically. So she does a little kind of keyword at the bottom, which is sort of cool. And then, yeah, so this would be Ace of Swords, Truth, which makes sense. Love it. This would be Two of Swords. Three of Swords, Mourning, yeah. Four of Swords, Withdrawal. Five, ouch. Five of Arrows, I guess. Five of Swords, Defeat. Passage, that's beautiful. This would be the Seven of Arrows or Swords. Eight of Swords. Nine. Oh, poor guy. 10 of Swords. Yeah, looks about right. Okay, then we move into the courts. So we have the Daughter of Arrows, which would be the Page of Swords. The Son of Arrows, which would be the Knight of Swords. The Mother of Arrows, which would be the Queen of Swords. And then the Father of Arrows, looking very serious. Cool. Cool, so then we move into feathers, which would be the Wands suit, typically. So we start with the Ace of Feathers, or the Ace of Wands, Inspiration. That makes sense. Two of Wands or Two of Feathers, Success. Three. Four. Cute. Ugh, I love this deck. I haven't felt this excited about getting a new deck in such a long time. I just love it. 6, 7, 8, 9. Conflict. I've seen hummingbirds fight with each other. And 10. Okay, then we have the Daughter of Feathers, which would be the Page of Wands. Son of Feathers, which would typically be the Knight of Wands. Mother of Feathers, the Queen of Wands. I like that. And then the Father of Feathers, which would be the King of Wands. Alright, so then we move into the Cups suit. So 1, Joy, that's cute. 2, Union, cute. Celebration, 3, Apathy, yeah, 4 of Cups. It's over it, okay. 5, Loss, 6, Happiness, 7, Reach, 8, 9, 10, then we start with the courts. So the Daughter of Horns. Okay, so horns and cups. Horns are cups, so that would be the Page of Cups. The Son of Horns would be the Knight of Cups. The Mother of Horns would be the Queen of Cups. The Father of Horns, the King of Cups. Awesome. Alrighty, moving into the last suit, Pentacles. Which I don't know what that would be here. Sprouts, I guess we'll see when we get to the court cards. So we have the Ace of Pentacles, or number 1 here, Enchantment. This would be the 2 of Pentacles. Cool, very cool. 3 of Pentacles. Work. 4. preservation. 5, scarcity, yep. 6. I love that card, wow. I love these cards. Okay, 7, growth. 8, 9, and 10, wealth. And then the quartz, the roots. Okay, cool. So daughter of roots, which would be page of pentacles. This is cute. Okay, son of roots, which would be the knight of pentacles. Very cool. Mother of roots, which would be the queen of pentacles. And then lastly, the father of roots, which would be the king of pentacles. And that's it. Oh my gosh, I hope you love the deck as much as I do, and I'm so excited about it. I bought this on bradytarot.com, and I don't remember what I said before, but I think they have a handful of first editions left with the box. But yeah, I'm gonna do a little practice reading for all of you now. I'm gonna flip this over, and you're gonna see my beautiful face again. So if you're drawn to the reading, stay tuned, and if you're not, that's fine too. All right, everyone, so I'm gonna do a little reading for all of us just for the next few days ahead, for the weekend, for those of you that are watching it. Today, it's June 13th, I think, 2019, but you know, if you're watching this down the road, you're seeing it for a reason, right? So it doesn't really matter what day it is anymore. So this will just be for the next few days for you and whatever time and place you may be. And I'm just going to do this kind of like I do the weekly forecast readings, but I'm going to do it for the next few days. And yeah, let's do it. So what is the energy of this weekend ahead for all of us here together as a group and community, just for the next few days for all of us? I haven't done a reading with these yet, so it should be interesting and exciting. I should probably read a little bit of the guidebook. I never read the guidebooks, but since these are a bit different. Anyway, focus. What is the energy of this weekend ahead for all of us here watching today? Ooh, wow, that's intense, right? Truth, and it's kind of staring you in the face. So, gosh, it's kind of like spirit or the universe is like staring at you, and it's kind of like, okay, come on. You know that there's something that you need to say. You know that there's something that you need to confront. Your opportunity is right in front of you, so don't avoid the stuff that you have to do this weekend. Whether it is speaking some kind of truth to somebody, or whether it is, you know, confronting somebody about an issue, right? Or just getting some shit done that you need to get done and you know you need to get done. It's time to stop putting stuff off, right? I really feel like this is your guides, and they're kind of staring at you expectantly, and they're like, come on. You know you got to do this. You know it's time to get this out there, right? So there's something that we need to get out there and be truthful about, and the time is now. No more putting it off, you know, in an effort to have a good weekend or whatever it may be, right? It's time to get the truth out on the table in some way. And that goes for just being generally honest this weekend too, right? Like, for example, if somebody proposes some plans to you that you're not that excited about, don't drag along, you know, in those plans feeling resentful and grumpy and whatever. Just speak up for yourself this weekend. Okay, so how can we best move with and work with this truth energy, which would be the Ace of Swords? How can we best flow with this and make this work for us together this weekend together? What can we do to best work with this energy? This expectant kind of feels like there's an expectation on us from our guides to step it up and say and do what we need to do. So how can we work with that? Okay, great. I love this. So we've got the sun, but what I find is really interesting is that one of the birds is listening and one of the birds is speaking to the other bird, right? So I kind of feel that, especially for those of you that need to speak your truth to somebody else or confront somebody or, you know, get past a challenge of some kind, something that you find to be difficult, create a situation and an environment that's comforting, that's friendly, right? So don't come at this in a really hostile way. Maybe, for example, you have something that you want to talk to your boss about or your partner about or something like that. Why don't you take them out to a nice dinner? And it's not to say a sneak attack and tricking them, but it's kind of like showing the person that you care, that you love them or you like them, and that what you're about to say doesn't necessarily change that. It's just the truth that you need to get out onto the table so that you can resolve it and get past it. So this is really about approaching things in a rational, mature, and really loving, compassionate way, right? So approach this kind of conflict from a place of, not setting yourself up for some big explosive situation in an environment that's not really supportive, okay? So create a supportive environment, get yourself into a supportive place, and go about it in that way, okay? Instead of just kind of, you might get caught in some kind of situation where you don't confront it as soon as you should, or you don't plan for it, and so you get triggered and then you just blurt it out and feelings get hurt, right? And you say things that you don't really mean. So plan for this, and try to make it as compassionate and friendly and loving of an experience as possible, because that's what you really want to do, right? And that's the best way that you're possibly going to be heard and get your message across. And remember to also be empathetic and step into the other person's shoes and allow them to speak as well. So make sure that you're leaving enough space to hear the perspective of another person. And if this is not another person, maybe you're just giving space to really look at a situation, right, for what it really is, and stepping outside of your own viewpoint so that you can kind of look at it from a few different viewpoints, right? But anyway, try to make this communication and this resolution one of positivity and optimism, and make it obvious that it's coming from a place of love and because you want to resolve things and move on so that everybody can be happier, right? Because when you're happier, everyone around you is happier. That's just how it goes. Okay, great. So where should our focus be this weekend? So this is something that we can be putting our intention into. Something that we can really be truly focusing on with our energy together. So where should our focus be together this weekend? Ooh, interesting, the Hierophant. And what I see is this incredible book with all of these, different religious and ancient symbols of different belief systems. And so to me, this is really about doing something that expands your mind and learning something new this weekend. So maybe you want to sign up for a class, a workshop, maybe you want to read a book about something new that you didn't know about before, maybe you want to learn something about a new culture, educate yourself about the system or the beliefs of other people, even have a conversation with somebody who has beliefs that are outside of your own. This is about expanding your mind in some way, and really just learning, right? And through learning, you're growing. So do something like that this weekend, even if it's something small like a conversation, right? Okay, so where should our focus not be this weekend? Where should our focus not be? Something that might be coming in to distract us, take us off of our true path this weekend. Something that we should not be focusing on together as a group and community here. Yeah. Okay, so we've got the Mother of Arrows, which would be the Queen of Wands. And what I'm seeing here is there's this kind of like dominating feeling here that I think we really need to make sure that we don't fall into. This kind of feeling of this is my territory and I'm right in this place, right? Or this is my area of knowledge and I know what I'm talking about and I'm unwavering. There's a need to be a little bit more flexible, compassionate and empathetic this weekend, and to step down off of the high horse a little bit, right? And to get on kind of an even playing field with other people and in situations that we feel like, we need to resolve. So the best the best possible way that you're going to be able to resolve things this weekend and easily communicate with other people this weekend is if you truly try to relate to them, and not kind of be talking down to people. Try not to fall into being condescending in any way or being stuck on your own opinion, your own way of doing things. That's not really going to get you where you want to go this weekend. So, yeah, so if you really want harmony this weekend, which I feel you do, just try to put some of your ego needs to the side and try to put some of your really kind of narrow or solidified beliefs about certain things, just kind of place it over here and have a conversation. Let yourself think in a new way, and then if you want to bring it back afterwards, great. But try not to be so, not stagnant, but just rigid about what how you resolve things, how you talk about things, and how you do things. Cool. Great. So lastly, as we do, we're going to take a look at the lesson behind this weekend. So what's our takeaway this weekend? What are we learning? And what's it all about? What is this weekend all about for us? Together. Yay, the Lovers. Yeah, so that makes a lot of sense. Harmonious relationships, right? And a lot of my readings have been about harmonious relationships, and this really feels like a continuation of that. And really just learning how to listen and then speak and really get on somebody else's level and really hear them, and communicate to people in a friendly, non-hostile way so that they can really hear you. So it's about developing really good habits, around communicating with your partners and really communicating more with your partners too, right? This is business partners, this is friends, this is lovers, this is husbands and wives and others and partners and everything. So, this is just an awesome weekend to kind of reset relationships in a harmonious way and to make sure that everything that you do is coming from a place of love and understanding, okay? So that is going to really bring you the best weekend. I love this deck. This is my first reading of this deck, and I have to say, I just adore it. I think it's beautiful. I love the way it feels. I love the imagery, the art. I think it's so gorgeous. So I hope you enjoyed the walkthrough and or the reading. Maybe you fast forwarded through one or the other. Maybe you didn't. Maybe you saw the whole thing, and I hope it inspires you to get this deck if you're drawn to it, because I just think that it's fantastic. So anyway, I hope you have a great day, a great weekend, or, next few days, whenever this is for you. And I will see you around. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I might start doing more stuff here just because I could do longer videos. And if you're not following me on Instagram, you should be following me on Instagram at The Van Mystic. So I will see you soon, okay? Bye, everyone.